Reading body language. Your hidden superpower. Reading body language is a hidden superpower. It allows you to uncover what people truly feel, without them ever saying a word. Whether you're building friendships, deepening relationships, negotiating a deal, or going on a date, understanding body language gives you a serious edge in any social situation. This comprehensive guide is based on the Dictionary of Body Language by Joe Navarro, a former FBI agent and expert in nonverbal communication. The purpose of this article is to break down, explain, and contextualize hundreds of real-life movements so you can master them in daily life. This is part 1 of a deep dive series into the silent language that governs human interaction. Spatial awareness and territory, the foundation of comfort. Personal space is psychological real estate. Every person, regardless of culture, has subconscious boundaries. Violating those boundaries triggers visible signs of discomfort. Public space, 12 to 25 feet, reserved for strangers. Social space, 4 to 12 feet, for acquaintances or casual interactions. Personal space, 1 to 4 feet, friends, family, or trusted individuals. Intimate space, less than 1 foot, reserved for romantic partners or people we deeply trust. Key insight: when someone invades a space they haven't earned, discomfort becomes visible, backing away, crossing arms, angling the body away. Learning to read this allows you to gauge the intimacy level of any interaction instantly. Legs and feet, the honest body parts. The lower body is often more truthful than the face. People can control facial expressions, but legs and feet tend to leak emotional states. Territorial posture. Wide stance, high confidence. Seen in authority figures like police officers. Feet close together. Insecurity or submission. Defensive reactions. Legs crossed toward you. They trust you. Legs crossed away or knee shields you. You're making them uncomfortable. Feet turned toward the exit. They want to leave. Sudden foot withdrawal. Instant discomfort. Frozen feet. A freeze response under threat. Pacifying movements. Subconscious soothers. When people feel nervous, stressed, or vulnerable, their body attempts to calm itself with specific, pacifying behaviors. Leg rubbing, knee rubbing, stress relief. Ankle locking, subtle restraint. The person may want to speak up but is holding back. Playing with zippers, rings, or shirt strings, a need to self-soothe. Hair touching, collarbone massage. Vulnerability or anxiety. Pressing on the solar plexus or chest. Deep self-calming behavior. Key insight: the more frequently someone self-touches, the more internal pressure they are likely experiencing. Leaning and angles. Approachability versus threat. Face-to-face, head-on, can feel confrontational. Angled slightly sideways. Disarms tension. Socially intelligent people intuitively do this. Leaning forward. Engagement or agreement, if timed well. Leaning too early or too far, desperation. Avoid this in dating and negotiations. Leaning away. Subtle rejection or disagreement. Key insight: the direction of the torso reveals attraction, agreement, or rejection. Pay close attention to shifts. Mirroring and synchrony, the language of rapport. When two people like, trust, or agree with one another, they often mirror each other's body posture unconsciously. Mirroring legs, arms, torso tilt, a sign of connection. No mirroring or mismatched posture, discomfort or disagreement. Key insight: if someone begins to mirror your posture, speech rhythm, or movements, they are likely beginning to trust or feel drawn to you. Hands and arms. Power, anxiety, or deception. The hands reveal both dominance and vulnerability. Confidence and power. Hand steepling, self-assuredness. Often seen in leaders or those making strong points. Palms up while speaking. Openness, humility. Palms down. Authority, conviction. Hands on hips, arms akimbo. Dominance, readiness to confront. Anxiety and doubt. Hand wringing, rubbing fingers. Anxiety or insecurity. Hands in pockets. Comfort seeking, but also decreases trustworthiness. Hands gripping furniture or armrests. Hesitation or fear. Finger tapping, foot tapping. impatience or internal agitation. Key insight. Restriction in hand movement during conversation may indicate deception, especially if the speaker usually gestures freely. Object behavior. The silent social signal. People subconsciously use nearby objects to manage space and signal emotion. Placing an object between you and them. Defensive barrier. Moving objects away from themselves or from you. Discomfort or dislike. Playing with objects seductively, stroking a pen, swirling a cup, surrogate touch. Could signal flirtation. Key insight. When people are into you, they unconsciously remove barriers, moving drinks, phones, or bags away to clear a path. Genital and belly behavior. The core of vulnerability. The pelvic and abdominal areas are highly vulnerable, and the way we treat them says a lot about our emotional state. Genital framing. Hands in belt loops. Male dominance display. Covering belly or crotch with hands, objects, or bags. Anxiety or fear. Turning the belly away from someone. Discomfort or defensiveness. Belly facing someone. Openness and connection. Key insight. We face people we trust. We turn away from those we fear or dislike. The stress spectrum. From toe wiggling to full collapse. People experiencing extreme stress or emotional shock often exhibit intense full body reactions. Foot stomping, tantrum kicks. Frustration or anger. Rocking back and forth. Hip rocking, deep trauma or anxiety. Doubling over, fetal position. Emotional overwhelm. Rapid breathing or shallow breaths. Fear or anxiety. Sitting like a statue, rigid posture, freeze response. Key insight. The more primal and regressive the behavior, like curling up, the deeper the emotional distress. Gestures of confidence or weakness. Micro signals that matter. Confident indicators. Interlaced fingers with thumbs up. Thumbs displayed openly. Hand on leg with elbow jutting outward. Minimal self-touching while speaking. Insecure indicators. Thumbs tucked in. Finger holding, clenched fists. Nail biting or skin picking. Clinging to objects or self. Key insight. The hands reveal where words lie. Watch how someone treats their own body while making a statement. Confidence shows in freedom. Doubt shows in containment. Final thoughts. Read the Body like a book. Body language is the oldest language in human history. Long before we had words, we had movements, gestures, space, and posture. And to this day, it's still the most honest form of communication. If you want to build stronger relationships, become more emotionally intelligent, and lead with quiet confidence, learn to observe first. People are constantly broadcasting their emotions. You just need to know what to look for. Special thanks to Joe Navarro for his brilliant research. Support his work by checking out the Dictionary of Body Language.